Why, hello there, fellow ranchers. Rodamon here. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story Primitive Survival, Episode 38, Chasing Chickens, Slaying Hogs. Alright, so it looks like near the salt barrels over yonder is going to be the popular choice. If that's the case, I need to create some sort of path around the bees, because, and have it not too close to the bees as well, because when I harvest the skeps, there'll be like angry swarms of bees trying to murder me. So maybe creating an alternative path here. Where we can cross over, making a bridge here, a secondary bridge, and a path out to the coop. I think would be logical in this area. So I'd like to just scope out where we're thinking about putting it. Just gonna do some bushwhacking, because these trees block a lot of the line of sight. And that's mostly the reason I even have the shears in the first place, just to get rid of all this ground cover. So I think plopping it somewhere back here makes the most sense. And I'm going to do, in order operations, I'm going to set up the traps first. And then start working on the coop. So I kind of like this spot here, where I'm standing. Seems reasonable. It's flat, it's open, it's not close to the base, so I'm not going to freak out the hens. But it's easy enough to check on. It's not going to be obnoxious commute or anything like that. So that'll work. Can I shear the berries to make more of an entry? Yeah, I could shear these two. Right-clicking trims them up a bit to make them cleaner. So there, I cleaned up the entryway. Eventually I could like clean up all of them. It doesn't really do... I'll just do that now. It doesn't change their yields. It just makes them look fancy. But because I live in such a hot area, I don't think the currants are ever going to grow. Do I need a lightning rod to protect the animals? No, I don't think so. I mean, if an act of God kills them, they were meant to die. Alright, salt barrels it is. You got it. Now, another part of this project is that once I have this set up, it will be one of those set and forgets where I have to periodically check back in on it. But I won't have anything actionable to do for it. So it's just worth noting that, I think. Yeah, now it's a nice hedge. Exactly. Would it be cool enough underground for flowers to berry? No. So the way the temperatures work is everywhere it's the same temperature. Higher elevations would be cooler, but I'm not going to like build a ladder to the sky to have the berries grow. I mentioned this prior. So it's possible to plant the berries at the top of the hills nearby, but like I don't think it's all that reasonable. And this is a role-playing series, so it's not something I'm going to reasonably do. You know? Primitive humans wouldn't go out of their way for a crop that doesn't naturally grow in their biome. They would just find some other food source. And that's precisely what I intend. And while I'm out here, I might as well grab more seeds too. But I am working my way over to the known patch of chickens. And the other thing is we're going to have to make sure to mark them down accurately. Oh, you stay the heck away from me. What are you, actually? Coach whip? Yeah, you could coach whip to death. That's right. This is for the last coach whip that bit me. Or whipped me, I should say. Little jerks. But yeah, underground farming is not enabled, so that would not work either. Alright, so there's all the chickens. And that's it. Just trap. And I'll mark them down. And I'll pin them. There doesn't seem to be a lot of grass cover around here, so it's not like it's gonna be hard to find. I don't think. And there we go. I haven't seen a lot of bunnies around, so I'm hoping that I'm not competing with other animals that are going to want to take the bait. Oh my lord. Okay. Well, that worked quick. Contains nothing. Okay, they tripped it, but they didn't enter it. So I already have a hen in my inventory. They tripped this one too. I'm gonna need more flax. They haven't tripped that one. So I already have a hen. Let's start working on setting up a hen house, because I got like, I could release her in my farm because she has nowhere to go, or release her in my bedroom or whatever. But obviously I'm ideally, because I have about 24 more hours or 23 more hours, setting up a basic hen house would be best. But yeah, it's not too tricky to trap them. And then the same could be said for like baby goats or sheep. You can trap them as well. So if I start a baby goat or sheep farm, I still would like armor, ideally, but it's possible to do that without. Can they stay out of my inventory? No, they still die. So I'm on a timer for how long they will live until they die. Alright, with that in mind, let's whip something up fast. So one thing we know we're going to want is a small trough. And then for now, I think what I'll do is just set up a fenced area. And then I can actually build the chicken coop area too. We're also going to want a hen box, which is dry grass plus boards. I'll make 2 hen boxes as well. But the first iteration of this, one fence gate is going to be really straightforward because I'm just trying to beat the clock. And we'll give them a really nice large area for them to be in. Keep that. Hey, Killadrix! Welcome! Thanks to you for the raid again. Were you also partaking in some? Yes, you were. What were you working on in Vintage Story? And how's it going? I hope you've had a productive story that you've done today. I am setting up a chicken coop and starting to catch chickens. Oops. You know, if I could actually click correctly. Big if. I actually might even have it larger than I had originally intended. Give him some real space. You gotta get your boy from school? Alright. Well, pleasure to have you here. Thank you for stopping in, and I hope you have a wonderful day. So this is where I'll drop the gate. And I'll stick the trough, small trough there. I haven't got the grain yet. I'll put the hen boxes on the other side. And this is, again, iteration 1.0. It will get better because this is jank. I fully get that. There we go. We have a chicken in it. And they can't climb one high fence. So it's not like he's going, or she is going anywhere. I might, for an abundance of caution, have like an airlock gate. Just so that I don't just let them out. So let's do that as well. I don't have the boards for it. But yeah. Well, we're working on it. Hello. I'm sorry to panic you. I'll bring your friends. So here's gate number 2. Have my bees spread? Not yet. The population is pretty poor for the other bees. There we go. So now we have this airlocky thingy. Airlock is really a bad term, but, you know, dual gate. We have not filled the... I don't have a lot of flax, do I? We have not filled the trough over there. Oh, I have some flax in here. And then, of course, there's, like, going to be more traps. Because ideally, we're going to want, at least one cockerel, one rooster, so that we actually have generations. So, suitable fodder for chicken, as you can see in the top of the screen there. Flax is a suitable fodder. Whereas, grain, or hay would not be. And we'll just tell you that. Yeah, I play a lot of games that have, like, actual airlocks. That's why I'm using the term. Because my brain is stuck. Like, tomorrow I'll be playing Stationeers, which has airlocks. Hence the, my brain getting stuck in that terminology. Alrighty. Let's see about the other ones. Probably need to reset the traps, I'd imagine. Oh, and I stupidly left all my sticks at home. Luckily, I still have my shears, because I can't even reset this trap without a stick. Somehow the chickens broke the stick. Yes, that's how strong they are. I'm too low on the pecking order. So I think there was only one other crate that, like, could be tripped. It's worth noting the crates aren't 100% efficient. Like, you can... Oh, did you guys come in and steal food? Alright, this one's empty. So, yeah, they stole the grain without getting inside. So let's just... the locations of my crates worked. So let's just put them back and reflex them. Because we caught something, like, within a second. So obviously it wasn't a bad spot. Now, me hanging around here is... where... Oh, yeah. This trap I need to put back. Me hanging around here is a bad idea because, you know, they won't actually go into them if I'm present. And then just to make sure... Oh, yeah. Look. I just... Let's just watch. They're both going straight into it. See, they managed to steal the grain without actually tripping it. But this one is heading to the, I'm assuming, this here. So I'll get physically out of the way. Normally I wouldn't watch them, but, like, it's happening before my eyes, so I might as well. But keep in mind, I am nearly out of grain, so we don't want to ramp this up with too many chickens until I have a more reliable source of grain, unless we want to start feeding them with, like, amaranth or something. So they tripped this one, but didn't actually get inside either. And I spooked them, resetting that. You know what occurs to me is my leather is done, isn't it? So I think... Oh, hello. Speaking of leather. Speaking of leather. Come here. Come here. Oh, right in front of your friends, too. Ballsy move. For me. I do have enough room for one more chicken trap, so before I go back home, let's check these. Empty. And what I might end up doing is I might keep them empty. Because I'm, like, out of grain. So... Alright, the other ones haven't been tripped. I'm gonna head home, start bleeding out this boar, and then and come back and check one more time. I really like a breeding pair, if possible. That would be best case scenario, to start working on the generations for domestication. You know, the sooner, obviously, you start, the sooner you'll benefit. So I'll try to keep going until we get a breeding pair. And the boar butcher strikes again. Sure does. He hungers for blood. His kills are awful. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, you know, speaking of blood, let's go get our barrel. Blood, blood, blood. There it is. More fat, more hide. Now, we were keeping the hides in here. 13 days. with the hopes that I will have a larger batch of them for a, so that we can make, you know, a decent batch of leather next. It's just... haven't gotten enough, hides yet to bother with that run. Alright. That pig's gonna bleed. Speaking of which, we do have some offal here that we could turn into blood sausage. And maybe I'll do that for the first time. I'll try to use that up before it rots. But let's not get off... Oops. I'm gonna need this. Off task. Ooh, mature spelt. Let's check on those traps before I start working on the new leather and butchery stuff. This region gives you food anxiety. Everything rots so fast. Yeah, but the food is very plentiful. It might rot fast, but it's not like the bioavailability of food is low. There's food everywhere. With that said, I could definitely be doing my offal wash in the cellar. And that way, once the offal wash is done, the clean offal that's in the wash stays fresh longer. Right, that tripped. They ate that, or rather, I didn't bait it. Hello. These guys just straight up smashed this one. Jerks. That's right, boar. I know it was you. Chickens didn't do that. So I guess we'll delete this trap. Doesn't exist anymore. And this one hasn't been triggered yet. Sow, boar. This is for destroying my trap, little piglet. No, don't hit me. You know, I was like, I want more leather. Yeah, we're doing that now. Get over here. Fatality. Yoink. Alright, I can move the... Why can't I put this down? What the hell? I can't put it in my hotbar? Fine. Wait, I can't put it down anywhere. Oh, because it had stuff in it. Derp. I can move two of them now, and I'll move the other ones later. So, you... Well, you're near the northern trap. I'll just remember that. And they were all good weight. So, I should get some good meat and leather off of them. Now, I did have one of my spelt plants mature back at the base, which means I could have a big source of grain on the way. I know that a lot of my flax is like 8 out of 9, so I'm about to have a windfall of flax, and that's going to allow me to like re-trap the traps far more easily, because I'll actually have some food for them. Plop. All right. I'm gonna wait to do the offal wash for when all of them are butchered. I don't really see the advantage of doing it early, but we might want to do another smoking for like prime meat or the regular meat that we're getting here, so it won't spoil. I think that's it's going to be smart. Let that would bleed out. Oh. Oh, yeah, okay, there we go. 4 rawhides. And we're getting a lot of fat, so, like, it might not be unreasonable to just do a whole bunch of fat lamps until I have a hellhammer to be able to do lanterns. I'm not keen, personally, on, like, making a whole bunch of, lanterns from scratch, because a hellhammer does it just so much more, efficiently and easier. Because it will hammer out the plates automatically, and, like, why work hard when I can work smart? Would be my 2 cents there. Oh, wait, making the wrong thing. That's a skip! Force of habit. Yeah, I don't have enough papyrus for the, a replacement. I would need 24. So let's get a little papyrus to make a replacement, trap as well. So, for the one that broke. You're a big fan of efficiency? Me too. Me too. I'm not like an efficiency freak. Not everything has to be min-maxed. Like, I don't take it that far. But I certainly don't like to waste my own time. And that's true of real life too. So, you know, I regularly think about the, I believe the quote was attributed to Bill Gates. That, like, he likes to hire, lazy people for complex tasks because they'll figure out efficient ways to do them. And, like, that pops into my head regularly because, I'm lazy? Maybe not lazy, but, like, I am uber efficient in the things I want to be efficient at because I just don't like to waste time. So I find the quickest ways to do something. What is a windmill if not a big fan? Interestingly, yes and no. Like, a fan pushes air and a windmill is pushed by air. So that's like saying, what is a fart if not a gasp? It's like, I mean, yeah, but like also kind of no. I'm being pedantic, so I'll stop because I don't like when people are pedantic with me. So all things considered, I should just cut it out. All right, where'd the chickens go? I know I have another corpse to pick up. Okay, you guys are here, so I'll put that there. And I know I need to flax bait it. Yes, a fart is a butt gasp, noted. Alright, you come with me. Oh, and there's a hen in there. So, hen number 2. I guess we gotta check the other traps. So this one needs bait. That one needs bait, and then the other one I just put down so I know it's empty. Well, we got 2 hens. Please title the episode on YouTube with that quote. I don't think I will. It would attract the wrong crowd. Rice. I want to come back for that. Yeah, why is that the analogy I came up with? I blame my toddler. Not my fault. I have a 3-year-old. Alright, let's go ahead and get the hen back down. There you go. The other thing we might want to consider is, like, changing the ground for this area, because I sure as hell am not going to be able to find, like, eggs in the grass. So maybe some sort of flooring. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Yeah, like packed dirt. Or rammed earth, or I don't know, something. Pretty clearly, what we got right now doesn't work. Because, like, I'm not going to be able to spot eggs for the life of me. I could do rammed earth. Okay. The yields have been pretty good. Definitely getting good fat, hides, meat, etc. Awful. Is there a soil and sand mix block? I'll look that up. I don't know off the top of my head. I mean, I know there's like daub type stuff, but I don't know about sand and soil. I could do hay blocks, but and that would be reasonable. But if I went that route, I would definitely want a scythe, because ain't no way I'm getting that much hay by hand. That sounds horrifying. Alright. One thing I wanted to do before I go back was grab my spelt. I could plant a K crop here. I think, as much as I want... I'm just thinking about the grain. So I've got amaranth and spelt, which are basically equal, and then rice, which is more. I think what I'll do is I'll trap with amaranth grain and keep the spelt. Because actually, I've made spelt bread, so let's try amaranth bread next. So I'll use this spelt to trap the rest. Interestingly, I need medium fertility soil. Forest floor is not... there it is. Go. And I'll just put spelt back. I haven't really... I don't have the interest to do, like, a farm reorganization project just yet. Where we, like, put everything similar next to one another in a reasonable way. Nothing about our farm right now is reasonable, in other words. And, like, I'm okay with that. So we got 2 hens so far. Let's go trap the rest of the traps and put the 4th one down. And try to get a rooster. And then then I'll have to take the reins against polling and, like, do some food prep. I'd like to make the blood sausages. I'd like to smoke the meat. Because I'm going to have food shortages if I don't start food prepping. So it's a matter of survival at that point. I am going to change the location of this trap. I'm going to try to spot the chickens and put a trap nearby, because I think I spooked them to the north. Maybe they moved back? I'm actually not seeing any. Daylight will be on my side in a moment here, though. And if you're wondering, the distance that you can get close to them is approximately the same distance for your chicken coop. So I have my chicken coop like in a reasonably far distance from me. Just because I don't want to be spooking them out of making eggs. Is that a chicken? No. Yo, chicken, where are you? Hopefully they didn't, like, fall in a cave. Oh, there's one. No, that's driftwood. I really don't see them. I could always move up to the other grouping. Or just hope that the traps that have down will, like, lure them eventually. Once they get within range of it. Because the other group of chickens is just a little bit north of me. And that's not terrible. The commute up to... Oh, jeez. Up to check these traps is just a little bit more miserable. The next step of this project would be to set up the coop to be more of a coop and not just like a penned-in area. So we'll contemplate that in a minute. So I spotted the other group of chickens here. Do I have other chickens marked down on the map anywhere? Not anywhere convenient. Oh, hello. I'm not going to mark this one down. I'm just going to babysit it, see if it works. Come on, rooster. I'm going to call him Punky Rooster. Come on, Punky Rooster. Get in my trap. Oh, that one's moving to the trap. I was standing in the way. Because if I have, like, a rooster and 2 hens, that's good enough for now. We can always circle back to this for as a future project. There he is. Keep going. And the question about the sandy soil. Let's say I have granite sand. We could do arid packed dirt, I guess. Which would be soil plus sand. Well, I don't have any barren soil. Never mind. I don't know. We could do oh, it's just regular old sand. Alright, are you in? Nope, you did not go in. The trouble is, once they trip the trap, if I'm not mistaken, they have eaten. And as a result, they are not going to be lured. So It's not unreasonable to have like a mobile trap like this, but it only works until all of the animals within the area has eaten, and then it will cease to work. But yeah, we could do some sort of like strewn straw. Dirt plus straw, which would be strewn straw. That may make the most sense. And that's not too hard to craft. Is that rooster going for it? Or just kind of standing there? No, just standing there. I don't see any of the roosters coming to this trap, so I might give up on this spot. Because I fed that one, and I fed this one. I could try to spook them into it. I've never done that successfully. Hey, go into the trap! Oogie boogie doogie! Okay, clearly did not work. Well, go somewhere else. Squirrel, thank you for the resub. And of course, if we wait long enough, the ones that got away will then be hungry again and potentially get trapped again. So I'll check on these traps, and then if these haven't been triggered or if the bait's been eaten or whatever, we'll start working on the other tasks. Kind of wish you could just scoop them up. Yeah, me too. Like, I basically could have grabbed that one. There's just no... There might be a mod for that, but that isn't vanilla action. But it would make sense for this game. Oh yeah, there's something in there for sure. Hey, it's a rooster! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, twofer. We got another hen. So I got a hen and a rooster. So we got 3 hens and a rooster. And then this trap is untriggered. And I'll leave it there. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story Primitive Survival, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Seraphs.